Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. You know, the fact of the matter is, we're now moving into a time where divine unions are coming together. It's inevitable. As we continue to watch the powers that were lose their position of power and lose their grip on humanity, and people are waking up, starting to do the work to heal and becoming your highest selves and stepping into that God and goddess energy. It's inevitable that divine unions are going to come together because you are now balancing out your masculine and feminine. And so, as you get closer to coming into union with your person, you will realize that your exes, your past lovers, even people who just never wanted to see you in a healthy relationship are going to start showing out. The closer you get to coming into union with your person, the more people are going to dig and try to find ways to bring you down. It's a lot of bitter people out here who realize that these divine unions are very sacred and they bring about a whole lot of transformation in the lives of the divine masculine and feminine. When these two people come together, they create great things and they attract massive abundance. They make changes within humanity. And so there's a lot of people from your past that's going to be very, very disappointed the closer you get to coming into union with your person. I'm talking about this is before the two of you even come into an official union. I'm talking about the courting phase. I'm talking about just spiritually getting closer and closer. You can feel that person, they're healing and they're getting prepared to come into your life. You're going to find that people are just angry. They're going to be watching you and they can see the glow up. They can see the happiness on your face. They can see you changing. And from behind the scenes, they're pissed. They're pissed and they're finding ways or trying to find ways to try and stop you, trying to send stumbling blocks or to do things to affect your emotions, because your emotions play a major factor in the coming together of your divine union, especially if you haven't met that person yet. It's a spiritual thing. You have to be on the right frequency spiritually in order to connect with that person. And so these exes or people from your past who never wanted to see you happy in a relationship will try and find ways to disrupt your emotions or to take you back to the past or have you stuck in the past, so that your vibrations are too low for you to attract your person. At least that's their agenda. But it's not going to be effective because being here, now that we're in the age of Aquarius, everything has to be revealed, including who your divine partner is. It's not just the negative things that are being revealed and brought to the forefront. It's also the positive, beautiful things that are being revealed and brought to the forefront. And so people have to accept the fact that you deserve love. They have to accept the fact that you have earned love. They have to accept the fact that you will not stay on that karmic cycle with them for another lifetime. Because many of these karmics are past life karmic partners who you did this negative, crazy, toxic cycle with over and over and over again. And so they cling to you. They are clinging even harder in this lifetime because they recognize that once you come into union with your person, there will never be a you and them again, ever. I'm talking about no lifetime from this point moving forward. And so that leaves them in a very vulnerable position. Many of them are very afraid of what that's going to bring. Just the thought of it is sickening to them. And so you can just about imagine that when you actually come into union with your person, these people are going to be obsessively watching you, obsessively looking into ways, trying to figure out who this person is and trying to find information on that person or trying to see, what they can do to cause disruption between yourself and your divine partner. It'll practically become their life's mission to see if they can bring you down into misery with them. Because a lot of these people, they start to see your value once they see you transform. You start to have this glow up. Everything starts to work out well for you and you just start to carry yourself differently. You start to look differently. You think differently. You walk differently. You talk differently. Everything about you is picture perfect for these karmics. And so they no longer have anything to siphon. They can't take your energy anymore. And so it leaves a lot of people out in the cold. It leaves them feeling it leaves a lot of people feeling left out in the cold because they've lost their safe haven. You know, you was that one person who could melt some of that iciness from around their heart. But the fact of the matter is, this is their destiny. They have to go through this cycle because for them, it's now their turn to do the work, to heal, so that in the next lifetime, they can finally rise up out of the toxic ways that they had for the past few cycles. You know, hopefully that's the goal, right? That they'll learn a lesson in this lifetime, and so that next lifetime they can evolve higher and eventually come into union with their person. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of people are going to miss your energy. They're already missing your energy. It's cold without you because you were that light. And a lot of times they try to dim your light in order to feel, you know, less intimidated by who you are and who you're becoming, but they don't have that control anymore. They don't have that power over you anymore. And so you now have the right to move towards your happiness. And many people, they're going to have a hard time accepting this. And so rather than going within, doing the work, they're going to be out, you know, in this woe is me mentality, this victimhood mentality where you're the blame for everything. They want you to believe that moving on and being happy is a wrong thing to do. You know, you don't have that right to move on and be happy because you were supposed to remain miserable, either stuck with them or waiting for them. Why? Because you did it in the past. Why? Because you've had many past lives where you did just that. And you forfeited true love because you understood that it was a lot of healing that you would have to do in those past lives. And these karmics, they put in a whole lot of work to keep you stuck and to keep you from realizing your potential for many lifetimes. And so you might even find that, you know, people are losing sleep. They're up at night. They're stressed out. They're depressed. They're going through the motions. They can't find any internal peace or balance. You know, just the thought of you being with someone else, the thought of someone else loving you right. That's the saddest part about it all. What really bothers them is the thought of someone else loving you right. Loving you the way that you deserve to be loved stresses these people out. And that's not how it should be, but that's just more the reason why you know that they were karmics. Because if they truly cared for you, then they would wish you well, knowing that you're moving towards someone that you're meant to be with. But it's what really stresses them is the fact that they had the opportunity to love you right, but they chose not to. And for those of you who these are not ex-lovers and this is like past friends or karmic family members, these people, they just don't want to see you happy because they're miserable. They have not been able to obtain a healthy relationship in this lifetime because they refuse to heal. And so they've maintained very unhealthy and toxic patterns within their relationship dynamics. And so to watch you from the sidelines go and be happy in a relationship that is actually healthy and emotionally fulfilling and prosperous, that is stressful for these people. So rather than putting that focus into themselves and their own relationships or trying to build a healthy relationship with someone, they would rather try to sabotage what you have, but they can't. You and your divine partner are vibing way too high for these people to be able to come in and interfere with what is divinely fated. The Most High did not have you go through all of these things and to go through all of these awakenings and to bring the two of you together for someone else to be able to come in and sabotage it because they're bitter. This is a divinely guided union. It was written in the stars. The two of you are going to come together and you're going to know that it was meant to be. You're going to know that you're soulmates. It's going to be one of those magnetic connections where it's healing. It's transformative. And this person, yes, they might trigger some of your unhealed wounds, but not in a karmic way, not the way that a karmic would. They'll help you to realize where you still need to grow, and they're actually going to guide you from there. They're going to be patient with you. They're going to be gentle with you when it comes to those things that you still need to work on, and you're going to do the same thing for them. So this connection is going to be far beyond anything that you have ever experienced. And it's been quite a few lifetimes since you have experienced it on this level. Because while you might have come into contact with this divine partner in your past life, many of you were not able to actually fulfill the relationship in your past lives because so many karmics still had a stronghold over your energy. But now that you've done the generational curse breaking, that cycle of coming back in and going through the same toxic patterns over and over again is now broken. You have literally destroyed and dismantled a long generational pattern of unhealthy relationship dynamics. And so the two of you are going to come together and you're going to be the perfect example for, your offspring and others who admire the relationship, and for humanity. And just the energy, the frequency of the relationship is going to be so powerful that it's going to shift the vibration of the world. And so the more that these divine unions come together, the more balance we obtain in humanity as a whole. So congratulations to those of you who have healed and transformed enough to be able to attract your person to you. Enjoy this time in your life. Enjoy experiencing true love, and make sure that you protect what is divinely yours, because it will be attacked from many different angles. But the two of you, the love that you have for one another is strong enough to overcome any toxicity or bitterness that comes from the haters. That's my message for you all. I love you, and I'll talk to you all next time.